If you're considering the Samsung 15W wireless charger pad, you might expect a fast, efficient, and hassle-free charging experience. Right. But here's what surprised me. Despite Samsung's promise of super-fast charging with a built-in cooling fan, this charger has some quirks that could make you rethink your purchase. In today's review, I'm diving deep into the good, the bad, and the downright frustrating about this wireless charger. So stick around, because if you own a Galaxy or even an iPhone, this review will save you time, money, and maybe even a few headaches. First off, who is this charger really for? Well, Samsung's marketing targets power users with the latest Galaxy models like the S21, S22, Note 20, and folding phones who want a quick wireless charge that won't overheat their devices. But it's also compatible with iPhones from X onwards, although it caps charging at 7.5 W there, which is notably slower. So if you're someone looking for a sleek, compact pad to charge your Galaxy at home or office, you might think this fits the bill. However, there's more beneath the surface. Let me start with the design, because it genuinely seemed promising. The charger is slim, smooth, and small enough to fit on a cluttered desk or a bedside table without eating up too much space. It even has intuitive LED lights that show charging status: red when charging, flashing red for errors, and green once fully charged. Plus, you can dim the LED for night use if you're sensitive to lights, which is a nice touch. But this is where things take a turn. It's not just a simple pad, it has a built-in cooling fan inside. While this sounds cool, literally, it ends up being a bit of a mixed blessing. Now, imagine this. You place your phone on the charger, expecting it to charge quietly in the background. But then, a gentle hum starts. That's the fan kicking in to cool the charger while it pumps out up to 15 watts of power. For some, the noise is subtle enough to ignore. But for others, especially in quiet bedrooms or offices, it can be an annoying background buzz. It's like having a miniature drone buzzing every time your phone needs a charge. Samsung does let you turn off the fan by disabling the fast wireless charging option on your Galaxy, but that defeats the purpose of fast charging and slows things down. So, you either deal with the fan or the slower charge. Not quite the win-win Samsung pitches. Speaking of charging speed, here's another twist. While Samsung advertises this charger as super fast, with up to 15W output, that kind of speed requires using their 25W power adapter, and only works on select models like the Galaxy Note 10 series and later. If you have an older phone, or if you're using a non-Samsung adapter, you won't get the 15W speed. It drops down significantly, sometimes to standard 7.5W or less. For example, if you're an iPhone user, the max it'll do is 7.5W fast charging. That's fine for topping up, but it's not exactly groundbreaking or speedy compared to wired fast charging. Honestly, it's like ordering a steak from a fancy restaurant but getting a medium-rare burger instead. Disappointing. And here's something you didn't think about. When charging at fast speeds, wireless chargers tend to get hot. Samsung's built-in fan is supposed to fix that. But if you happen to disable fast charging or use a less powerful adapter, the fan stays off, and the charger and phone can get warmer than ideal. This heat can degrade battery health over time, a concern for anyone wanting their device to last. So, while the fan might be good in theory, turning it off or inconsistent fan function could lead to unintended battery wear. Not the best scenario when you just want a quick, safe charge. But wait, there's more to consider. The price, at about $59 on Amazon, is not exactly budget-friendly. Sure, it's not insanely expensive for a branded charger, but there are plenty of less pricey alternatives on the market that charge just as fast or come with more reliable fanless designs. You might end up paying a premium for Samsung branding and the fan feature that may or may not annoy you. In other words, sometimes brand name doesn't mean better function, and this charger proves it. Let's pause here with a quick joke to lighten things up. Why did the phone break up with the wireless charger? because it felt it was getting too much heat in the relationship. Okay, not my best, but it's relevant. Getting back on track, let's talk about usability. The charger is straightforward. Plug it in, place your phone on it, and it charges. Samsung recommends using the in-box charging cable and travel adapter for best results because third-party accessories might damage the charger or slow charging speed. A fair warning. And if you've ever experimented with third-party chargers, you know this is important. But it adds another layer of inconvenience if you're mixing and matching cables and adapters at home. Also, the charger requires power to work, of course, so it's not a portable charger. You're tethered to an outlet. User reviews on Amazon show a 4.3-star rating, which looks decent on the surface, but dig deeper and you find a split between happy users praising the compact design and fast charging, and those frustrated by fan noise, inconsistent speeds, and heating issues. This split makes sense given the variety of devices people try to charge with this pad. If your phone supports perfect compatibility and you don't mind the fan, great. If not, prepare for some possible annoyances. Here's a mini promise. Later in this video, I'll share one budget-friendly wireless charger alternative that solves most of these issues. But for now, let's finish the Samsung deep dive. One interesting Samsung feature is the LED indicator's dimming schedule, available on Galaxy S10 and newer. You can program the light to turn off or dim at night automatically, preventing that little glowing dot from keeping you awake. It's a thoughtful addition for light-sensitive sleepers. However, older phones won't support this, so if you own a Galaxy S9 or earlier, you'll be stuck with the light shining through your dreams. Now, a second joke to keep it fun. Why do wireless chargers hate long-distance relationships? Because they just can't connect without power. Bottom TSS. Summing up the features, the Samsung 15W wireless charger pad offers fast charging for selected devices, a built-in fan for cooling, compact design, and smart LED indicators with dimming. These are neat features, but the execution often causes trade-offs: noise, heat, and compatibility frustrations. Here's an open loop for you. You might wonder, if this charger has these issues, why is it still getting 4.3 stars and sold so well? The answer is simpler than you think. Brand trust, and some users really appreciate the calming fan, especially when charging big phones for long periods. Plus, if you're in Samsung's ecosystem and follow their setup instructions strictly, it mostly works as advertised. But if you stray, expect hurdles. If you're someone who prioritizes silent operation, universal compatibility, or prefers a budget option, this charger might not be your best friend. Conversely, if you want Samsung's official charger with the wow factor of a built-in fan and fast wireless speed on specific phones, it delivers, in its own noisy way. Before we wrap this up, let me share my final thoughts and a helpful tip for all wireless charger shoppers. Always check your phone model's compatibility and invest in the right power adapter to get the advertised speeds. Using cheap or mismatched adapters leads to slow charging, annoying heat, and sometimes device errors. Samsung knows this, which is why they bundle recommendations in the product info, but many buyers overlook these details. And now another quick joke, because everyone loves a tech pun. What did the Samsung charger say to the phone? You charge me up, but I keep my cool. Get it? Because of the fan. All right, I'm done. To conclude, the Samsung 15W wireless charger pad is a solid option for Samsung fans who want the fastest wireless charge possible without cables and don't mind a little fan noise. It's not perfect and comes with some quirks around heating, compatibility, and price. But if you follow the setup best practices and want a charger that looks good and works well with your Galaxy or iPhone, it's a reliable choice. Just keep your expectations in check, especially if you want silent charging or faster speeds on non-Samsung phones. If you want the best price on the Samsung 15W wireless charger pad, check the link in the description below. Prices on Amazon can change fast, so don't wait too long to grab a deal. And if you decide it's not the perfect fit, stay tuned because I'll soon post a video with the best affordable wireless chargers that offer silent operation and broad compatibility. Thanks for watching this honest review. If you found it helpful, hit like and subscribe for more real, no-fluff product insights. Happy charging!